Meagan, catch. Let's go! Let's go! Oh! What are you doing? I'm too old for this. All right. Too old for this. What are you doing? Oh, hey guys, what's up? Welcome in. Friday. Wake Up Barstool. How about the old guys? Big night for the old guys last night. The Unk Bowl did not disappoint. We got playoff baseball to get to. We got Meagan making money's marketing quarter. Made a lot of money last week and all year long. It's going to be a ton of fun. The big boys are here the entire show. I'm out of breath because I'm old. Let's go ahead and get it started. Friday Wake Up Barstool starts now. What up, y'all? Cracking boys. Let's go. Get it started. It's Fridays. We start with one way. Smelling salts. It's the weekend. Woo! Oh, man. Happy boy. Oh, God.
I love you. This thing, man.
Wow.
This little guy. I love him with all my heart.
All right, happy Friday. Happy Friday, guys. Hope everybody's having a great Friday. This is Wake Up Barstool here on FS1. And this is the Friday crew. The big boys. BBC. T-Bob Aber, Michael Katic, Dana Beers. We got Meagan making money, adding a little class, gambling acumen, and good looks to the program as well. Hey, I hope everybody has a great weekend, guys. It's going to be a very fun show today. Okay, of course, as I said, we got a lot of Thursday night football to get to. We'll have Ryan Dempster on here in a little bit to talk some playoff baseball. You got the money corner. Crawler corner, we're going to take you inside the film room. Massive big noon kickoff coming up this weekend. The Holy War, BYU, Utah, and a ton of games to break down and be excited about. So, coming out with us next 2 hours here on FS1. Boys, the Unk Bowl last night. How about it? Did not disappoint. Interestingly enough, the third Thursday in a row in which we entered a game and on paper it felt like there was one team that would so clearly win. In fact, I think the Thursday Wub crew has almost picked unanimously wrong now 3 weeks in a row. Only this time it was Joe Flacco showing up 10 days ago to Cincinnati and absolutely going off, leading a game-winning drive, and the Bengals beat the Steelers.
Unbelievable.
They sure did.
Sickening performance by the Steelers. You pay all of its money for a defense, and you just can't. Our secondary couldn't cover. I mean, Jamar Chase was electric last night. Every single time. You know the ball is going to Jamar Chase. Can't cover him. Our front four couldn't get a rush to save their life. TJ Watt, one of the highest paid defensive players in the league, can't get a rush. It was truly unbelievable. And everything Jerry said, I was watching the game, obviously, in the gambling cave last night, and Jerry was just, I mean.
So speaking of Jer Bear, let's set up our own Jersey Jerry, who yesterday on this program said there is a 0% chance that the Cincinnati Bengals would win this game. He said, I know this is going to get clipped. I know this is bad, but I'm saying it anyway. 0% chance Cincy wins the game. Well, here was Jerry after the game.
All right, JJ here. Listen, hand up. It's hand up. I was wrong. I was 100% wrong on the game. The defense is just pathetic, man. I mean, just all the way around pathetic. I know they got stars, Jamar Chase, T. Higgins. But you got to figure it out. Somebody got to figure it out. It's just every time I want to buy in on this team, dude, they just let you down. Tomlin, man, what the are we doing Thursday night? Do you hate Thursday night? You bum.
Oh, no, dude.
He's valid. And everything he said, he's valid.
Fair question. Does he hate Thursday?
I mean.
Here, but so it's funny because a lot of the headlines, and rightfully so, are going to be about the two quarterbacks who were both awesome last night. I mean, turn back clock. I mean, how about the fact that Aaron Rodgers even, first off, the throw to Freiermuth for the 68-yard touchdown was insane.
It was a seed.
I mean, to reshift his hips, kind of move the pocket, avoid the rush, and then just launch that thing on a rope where the safety couldn't get back was crazy. And then he comes back, and this is kind of lost the sauce a little bit, but since he takes the lead, his Hail Mary attempt, traveled 70 yards in the air.
My
dude.
God.
I think he's the best Hail Mary thrower to ever live.
Yeah, that's fair.
My jaw dropped when he threw that pass.
And it's
Like,
a
he still
sky
got it.
ball, too.
Bro, that's the longest throw through air yards because when 70 in the air, that's the longest air yards throw since 2017.
And you know how high
41.
he's throwing it to at that trajectory to go 70 yards?
Yeah, it's true.
That is ridiculous.
So again, like that's awesome. The quarterbacks are awesome, but boys, as the big boys, we know it all starts up front.
Yeah.
And when I look at last night's game, why did the Bengals win? Why did everything work? It's because they could run the ball.
Yeah.
Because all of a sudden they have the Steelers in a blender. Like the Steelers opened up the second half with 8 in the box.
Yeah.
So what do the Bengals immediately do?
Bing, bing, bing,
Just throw it
bing,
to
bing,
Jamar
bing,
Chase. You cannot. If the Bengals can run the ball on you, what do? You can't add people to the box. You can't try to go man up on Jamar Chase and T. Higgins. Because look at what happens. Jamar Chase goes for a franchise record 16 catches. And shout out to the veteran quarterback, Joe Flacco, for just kind of understanding the dynamics quite simply.
And I
don't have to know the team or the playbook inside and out. I know these guys that I have, and I know they can win one-on-one.
And I know, the Bengals have not had the best offensive line throughout, the first 5 weeks or 6 weeks. That's a way to make your O lineman confident throughout the rest of the game is establishing a run early.
Yep.
Because if you start out, giving up a sack in the first couple possessions, your offensive line's kind of all out of sorts. Then for the rest of the game, they're thinking about how you started the game and how to protect better. But if you start out with a good run game and set up great play action, great drop back, and protect Joe Flacco, then that confident O-line can just carry you for the rest of the game and make you just an awesome offense.
I was looking through for some bets last night, and one stuck out to me, and it seemed too good to be true. It was neither team to score 30 points. I took that. Within the first 3 minutes, that was dead.
Wait, Dana, you might be the only person at the company that didn't win last
They
night.
both scored 30 points, and that is a product of the Steelers' defense. Good.
Yeah, they're god-awful.
God.
And they spend so much money on they're god-awful.
Chase Brown, who was having a historically bad running season, was ripping them. 37 yards, 20 yards.
It's only his second 100-yard game of his entire career.
Yeah.
And it only took 11 carries.
Man, was I off base with that bet. They both scored 30. Both offenses looked good. But it's kind of just a product of, I would say, two really bad defenses.
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but it just seemed like there were gash plays. When I saw Flacco versus Rodgers, I was like, nobody's scoring 30 points in this game. Boy, was I wrong, man. Just a good Thursday night game.
Yeah, great.
Bad defenses against veteran quarterbacks.
Yes.
That were able to fully take advantage of said bad defenses. Like, if you can't get a pass rush on those old men, you're cooked.
Right.
Yeah.
You're cooked.
No Trey Hendrickson.
They'll pick you apart, dude.
And I got to say, dude, shout out. So the Thursday night games are on Amazon, obviously. Boys, I think Amazon is doing a killer job with this.
It's some good
like,
games.
I'm not trying to be a corporate bootlicker, but I'm talking about production values. Has anybody watched the Prime Vision? I know they never do it in the cave.
I saw
Have
some
you ever
clips.
seen the Prime
I
Vision?
saw some of the clips.
Bro, because I've been building this take for a while. I didn't want to get over my skis or say something reactive, but I've now watched it 4 times in a row, and it's been really cool, man.
I'm gonna have to do that.
It's an interesting way to watch football. But one thing that was mentioned last night with the Next Gen stats were the fact that Joe Flacco at the beginning of the game, when the Bengals offense couldn't seem to get it going, I think his average time to throw was like 2.7, and then when it started to get going, he dropped it all the way down to 2.25.
Yep. Yeah.
So started protecting himself with his decision making, quicker decision making, and well, look at the benefits that it.
And he wasn't
had it paid.
pressured. He wasn't uncomfortable in the pocket at all because oh my God. That was close.
You
That was
almost
close.
dropped one in.
Oh, dude,
That was
we've
close.
had a clean FCC
Oh, that
week.
would have been.
Dude, do not.
Our D-line couldn't get a rush. Wow.
Good save, man. Hey,
I'm usually.
Good job, Katic.
These games, though, have been good, these Thursday night games.
Yeah.
And honestly, if these Bengals can just kind of just stay frisky, win a couple more games until Burrow gets back, just stay in the hunt.
Is Burrow coming back?
So what's the status on Burrow right now?
I would guess if they're somewhat in the hunt, he would come back.
Feels like maybe like a playoff adjacent type deal,
Right.
maybe late in the year. Did you see Burrow last night?
Yeah, he
What
looked
was
like
with
a
that hair?
boyfriend.
His hair?
Mike Golick Jr., because, he just looks very sad and very angry. Mike Golick Jr. had an excellent tweet. Great joke. He called him My Chemical Romance. He's in his feels a little bit, as he should be. But who should also be in their feels, and you're absolutely right, Dana, all of a sudden, Bengals fans have that most heady of drugs. They have hope once again. After starting 2-0, then losing 4 in a row, it had been beaten out of them. And when Jamar Chase scored that touchdown in the first half last night, that was the first half touchdown that the Bengals had in 5 games.
Man.
So if you're a Cincy fan, you've gone through a month of brutal losses where you've looked listless and absolutely dead in the water, and now here comes your hero in the form of 41-year-old Joe Flacco, 40-year-old Joe Flacco to save your day and give you a little bit of hope.
I also go ahead.
I was going to say they get the Jets next weekend, so maybe they go back to 500. Just a little momentum.
Very
That's all they
alive.
need, a little bit of momentum. And that city deserves something. That team, man, they just, ever since that Super Bowl loss, it feels like they just, I feel bad for the city of Cincinnati.
Yeah.
Dana's the mayor, too.
I am the mayor. I'm the Jesus of Cincinnati.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Bearcats. You'll be heading back there pretty soon. Meg, did you have anything jump out at you from last night's game?
Not necessarily. I mean, as you said, it's the Yonk Bowl. It was very entertaining to watch. And to your point, I know you said they hadn't scored a touchdown, you said in 5 games?
I think it was 4 or 5 in the first half.
So a little quick stat. Bengals hadn't scored a touchdown in 30 straight first half possessions.
Good God.
That's insane.
And again, like Dana's getting, the fan experience of watching that is enough to drive you crazy.
And the uniforms are really fucked.
Fun. They were really
Funny,
fun.
They
fun,
are
they're
really
fun.
Very fun.
Fine.
67
What's
half
going on with you today, dude?
5
Your
times.
favorite
It's either
team
fun
lost.
or funky. Either way,
Your
they're
favorite team
funky.
lost, you know.
They're very funky, yeah.
Well, and so that graphic we just had up, that was the last 6 quarters of Joe Flacco. And that was kind of lost in the NFL recap weekend, was the fact that he came in that second half last weekend and things looked instantly better. So all of a sudden, like last night, the Steelers had a chance to take a chokehold on that division.
yes.
And they blew it.
And another stat I saw, I can't even believe this. 56 straight regular season games, the Steelers have scored 7 or fewer points in the first quarter.
56?
56 consecutive?
That's a crazy stat.
That's
incredible.
absurd.
That's crazy.
It's half a
We
decade.
gotta start the game better, man.
So shout out to Thursday Night Football delivering some great football.
Shout out the
great.
funky uniforms that they were
Funky.
wearing. Yeah. Fun,
They were funky.
Yeah.
The icy whites?
Yeah, they were funky, T-Bob.
They were fun.
Yes, they were. Yes, absolutely. It was a great game. Shout out to the 40-year-olds. We didn't even touch on the playoffs yet. Shout out Max Scherzer, another 40-year-old, showing that he can still get it done last night. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to Big Boy Friday here on Wake Up Barstool. By the way, also, everybody should check out the Big Boys Club, brand new show and podcast that me, Katic, Dana Beers, and Ella Griff do. It is absurd. It's unhinged. It's very not safe for work. So, do not watch it around people that you don't want to think that you're degenerate. But it's very fun. Anyway, it's very fun here as well, guys. And we got Meagan in studio, also honorary member of the Big Boys Club. All right, guys, so let's get into the biggest news in the college football world yesterday,
Say it loud.
which is
Say it loud.
your boy, Michael Katic, deciding, Curt Cignetti saying, I'm not going anywhere. I'm staying in Bloomington, Indiana. You know, I'm sure that
paid him the whole contract.
I'm sure that getting a brand new $94 million contract that makes him the 3rd highest paid coach in the entire country was just a cherry on top. The man loves Bloomington. He's here to stay.
You're damn right, T-Bob. That all came out of my pocket. You're welcome, Coach. I love you. Stay in Bloomington. You're retiring a Hoosier. No, I have been saying his wife loves Bloomington. Loves Bloomington.
You have been.
His kids love Bloomington. He loves Bloomington. The people love Sig. If he has like 2 more years like this, they're going to build a statue. They might name the stadium after him. This is unheard of. I mean, Indiana is the most, how do I say this? the losingest team ever?
Yeah, it's a pretty
I mean,
simple,
we
great
have
way to say
lost
it, yeah.
more games than anyone in the existence of college football. And now we have a guy that led us to 11 wins last year. He's on his way to leading us. I mean, if God forbid, knock on wood, if all things go as planned, 12-0 regular season, Big Ten championship opportunity in Indianapolis, I will be there. And yeah, I couldn't be happier. And I mean, he's got to thank James Franklin for being. I am really wanting to.
Okay, hold on. So,
They're so bad for being so bad because Indiana had to reach deeper into their pockets to keep him because of all the conversations of him going to Penn State, which would have been the worst decision of his life.
Yeah, so Curt Cignetti is on a generational contract extension run. Right here. This comes from Noah Fleischman on Twitter. Curt Cignetti has gotten contract extensions now 5 years in a row. In 2022 at JMU, he re-upped to the tune of $621K per year. They did so good that in 23 they re-upped him to $670K per year. Well, then, of course, he takes the Indiana job. He has a brand new, really huge salary. What a jump from $670 to $4.2 million. Then he goes to the playoff, wins 11 games. They're great. That gets extended last season to $8.3 million. And now, thanks to being undefeated, a massive win in Oregon a couple of weeks ago, and James Franklin being fired, the leverage was there once again to get extended, and it's $11.6 million.
I'm going to glaze the man.
Blaze away.
He was under Coach Saban at Alabama.
Yeah.
He took a shot in the dark to take over a head coaching job at Indiana University of Pennsylvania. Or no, Elon. He went to Elon, head coach. And he has worked his way up since. I mean, I'm sure he's learned so much from Coach Saban, but also his dad, Frank Cignetti, is an unbelievable Hall of Fame coach. But the way that he climbed these ranks from Elon all the way up to now making $11.6 million at Indiana
highest
University,
coach in the country,
the premier powerhouse of college football, may I add.
Arguable.
It is truly unbelievable what he's done for himself, for his family, in what I think 10, 15 years. It's truly unbelievable, and it's just all glory to him.
I read God, it sounds like you're praying.
I don't know why glory can
Glory, huh?
Dude, if you know, I mean, my vocabulary, I say the most random stuff.
All glory.
The Holy Curt.
What do you want me to say? All power to him?
Cignetti does sound a little Latin. No, it's. I read a great piece of The Athletic last season telling the Curt Cignetti story, and you're exactly right. He was doing great at Alabama, but he was pigeonholed into position coach and recruiting guy. He was never going to get the coordinator opportunity. They would always hire outside, whoever the young hot coordinator was, maybe an old veteran, and he knew that, and so as you said, he bet on himself. And my God, the bet paid off. And we talked earlier this season, remember Thomas Castellanos? It's been a long season for him, right? Florida State quarterback. Remember during the offseason, he's talking about Alabama, and he's like, "Look, man, we gonna show him that Nick Saban ain't here anymore." And then they came out and they smoked Alabama game one. It was one of the ultimate examples of standing on business that we've ever seen. Well, in case I don't want people to forget, when Curt Cignetti took this job at Indiana, they asked him, what's the key to your success? How do you sell your vision? How do you recruit? What did he say? He said, I win. Google me. Then he shows up at the Indiana basketball game at halftime. Crowd's going crazy. What does he say? He says, hey, Purdue sucks. Oh, crowd goes crazy. But that's easy to say. They do suck. You know what else he said? So do Ohio State and Michigan. And he's proven it. Before Cignetti, from 21 to 23, Indiana was 3-24 in the Big Ten.
Yikes.
In the last 2 years, 11-1.
I was a part of those.
11-1.
Those are the darkest 3 years of my life. I swear to God, I did not think depression existed until the 2021 season when we went 2-10. I wanted to quit the game of football for good. But no, when Sig did that at the basketball game when he was hired, I was already at home getting ready for the draft, looking at agents, blah, blah, blah. He did that, and like Dana said, when we break down film, he gets a little tingly. I got a little tingly inside when that happened. So
we'll have more Cignetti talk coming up a bit later when we break down a massive weekend of college football. But right now, last night, the Blue Jays battled back to tie the ALCS at 2 games apiece, and now They'll square off with Cal Raleigh and the Mariners in a pivotal Game 5. Coverage begins at 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Pacific, today on FS1. And who better to talk about this game than the co-host of Intentional Talk, World Series champ, Ryan Dempster. Ryan, what's up, baby? Thank you so much. Thank you for waking up with us today. 16-year MLB vet. Dempster, what's up, man? How are we doing today?
I'm doing great. You guys are firing me up, man. Indiana football's kicking ass.
Let's go.
Listen, I love when stuff like this happens where somebody comes in and changes a culture. Clearly, the coach did that, and one person can have a big impact. We saw that last night in the Mariners Blue Jays game. The impact of Max Scherzer out on the mound. So, yeah, this is the best time of year. I love October baseball, and we're fired up.
Yeah, Ryan, big night for the old guys all around. The 40-year-old quarterbacks doing battle on Thursday Night Football. 41-year-old
Bro,
Scherzer.
I got a story about that game last night.
Oh, what happened? What's the story?
True story. So I did the show yesterday, IT in the office, and I go, hey, guys, and I'm asking, like, Kevin and Sierra, our producers, nobody's throwing out. I go, I need a pick for a touchdown tonight. I'm going to bet on one touchdown. And Millar says, Jamar Chase. I go, no, I need a long shot. I get the even money thing. I want a long shot. And from my office I share an office with Humphreys McGee, a band, a bunch of guys. And the bassist, Ryan Stasek, says, tight ends. Aaron Rodgers loves his tight ends.
Darnell Washington.
No, I went +2 touchdowns.
No
Pat
way.
Frymouth.
No way.
Screenshot. I got receipts, boys. I got receipts.
Let's go.
What a pull.
Good hit.
Yes.
Wow.
It was unbelievable. So, yeah, all the old guys were living it up last night. Nobody was living it up bigger than Max Scherzer, man.
Yeah, he was. I mean, again, Scherzer with an absolute gem. And you mentioned changing the culture, right? And fan bases doing what they hadn't done before. And the fear has got to be setting in for the Seattle Mariners here, right? Because you go and you take 2 on the road, you return home, you know that place is going to be absolutely electric. They've never won a Game 3, and they've never gotten to 3 wins in ALCS. They haven't been here in 20 years, but this year was going to be different. And it's gone disastrously since returning to Pacific Northwest. Where do you think mentally the Seattle Mariners team is at right now? Like, is this all flipped Blue Jays?
Yeah, it's funny. Hey, momentum in the playoffs is real. And the reason I think it's flipped a little bit, and it can flip right back as we know, but the reason I think it flipped a little bit is both of these games, the Mariners took the early lead. It was like at home, Julio going deep. At home, here we go again, another one. And it's like, and then the Blue Jays just do what they do, which they didn't do in the first couple games, and that's swing the bats like nobody else in the league. I mean, they don't strike out. They hit home runs. They put the ball in play. And then to do this again, and like, you look at that crowd, by the way, there's very few places where a team can go on the road and in the playoffs and bring their fans. And because Seattle's right there against the border up in Vancouver, everybody from Western Canada, because Toronto's Canada's team, they all come down, man. Everybody's down there.
It's true.
And it was unbelievable. So like this could very well, if the Blue Jays win tonight, it's their series in Toronto. I have a tough time thinking Seattle's going to go back after being up 2-0. But this just shows you playoff baseball can swing in a heartbeat. It takes one at bat, one pitching performance, whatever it is, and momentum's gone the other way real fast.
Wait, so is this a fun series for you, given that you are one of those Canadians that could have come down for this game back in the day, being from BC? Yeah,
100%. For people at home to put this in perspective, right? You think, how many people watch a Cubs game on any given day, right? Like it's roughly about 300,000 to 400,000 people tune in for a Cubs game. That's viewership. Canada, everybody turns into the Blue Jays games. 1.3 million a day are watching these games during the regular season.
What?
Yeah,
That's
Canada
regular season.
Regular season, they get all the viewership, right? It's Rogers across Canada. So growing up, I was a huge Blue Jay fan, but growing up in the Pacific Northwest, I mean, I got Cairo. I was listening to Rick Riz and Dave Niehaus call games with Alvin Davis at first base and Spike Owen playing short, Henry Cotto in center and the big unit on the mound. Like those were my days. And so I drive down to Seattle to go watch the A's play. My best friend was a huge Henderson fan. So we drive down, in high school, his dad would take us, go watch the A's coming to town, the Bash Brothers, but they're like, they're not going to beat my Mariners, not happening. Me and my buddy were betting sandwiches at lunchtime. So I was a big Mariners fan. I really was. And so this is a really cool series. It's a lot of fun. And I guarantee you both teams are going to come out firing tonight again. This is electric.
So you see Max Scherzer last night, just an absolute psycho, staring down his manager saying, "Do not take me out. Leave me on this mound." 41 years old. He's earned that respect. Have you ever seen someone do that and it's backfired in your career?
Not too often, because and I say that because I can't even recall a guy who really was that kind of street cred, that kind of presence like Max Scherzer, and then to say that even when it didn't work out, like I remember the 2013 World Series, John Farrell never went to the mound the entire season and did not take the pitcher out the whole season. Every time he went to the mound, pitcher, you're out of the game. Well, he goes out in Game 6, and John Lackey's like, "You ain't taking me out, bro." And he's like, "What?" He goes, "You're not taking me out." So he didn't. It was the only time Lackey ended up walking Matt Holliday in that at bat, but it didn't matter. Because we were like so fired up as a team, we were just like, yeah, cool, next guy will get out. And that's what ended up happening. So I think that kind of same thing took place yesterday. And I remember telling my buddy, "Oh, game's over." As soon as they sit there and he yells at him like this and he says, "Get off my mound, go away." And by the way, watch John Schneider. Thank you, John Schneider, for throwing out the freaking chest pump to Max Scherzer afterwards where he hits him in the stomach and says, "Let's go." If you're not fired up about that, then I don't want you watching baseball. That's what it's all about. We had some emotion last night at its finest, and they went out there and Max backed it up with the punch out. I love this as a starting pitcher with all my passion.
Chills.
So it was awesome.
Man, I got goosebumps
chills watching
my
that.
body.
Let me tell you.
That makes me want to just punch a brick wall.
And Katic, I know you'll
Think
love
about
this.
how his teammates feel.
I know, that's what I wanted to ask you, is like, how fired up is the rest of the defense seeing that? Like,
There's a fight to the bat rack. Every other starting pitcher's doing push-ups in the clubhouse. They're all ready to go. They're like, "Let's go."
You know what that makes me think
who's
of?
next?
These analytics guys, they say maybe an analytics guy might go up there and say, "You got to take him out."
Yeah.
No, we're going full heart. We're going with our gut here. We're keeping them in. I love that.
Like
man.
that actually, that's like a smelling salt to me. Like that right there is just so beautiful and it fires me up.
Moneyball works for some teams, but sometimes you got to look at what's happening in front of you and exactly you see the momentum. You can't just take it out.
No.
Well, Scherzer's a bulldog, bro. You got to let him keep shoving.
Well, and Dibs, I would ask you about
100%.
this. Does that Mavs change in the playoffs? Like, do you have to do a bit more emotional managing in the playoffs than you maybe would in the grind of the regular season, where maybe being a bit more analytic for it is kind of better for managing the workloads? Like, do you start to manage with the heart a little bit more at this time of year?
Yeah, I think that you do. I think that some teams still consider, the program put in place, the model they put in place to be what will get you there. But you got to remember, right? So everybody's got the model. Then you have 30 teams. Then you get down to 12. And as you get closer and closer, we're down to the 4 best teams in the league. I mean, the margins, if you're going to find those on paper, I have a tough time believing that. Like if you're going to look into a computer and say, "I really got a gut feeling about this right here," because it says in the numbers that he's 3 for his last 5 off of this guy. And so no, man. This is a different beast. Everything is moving differently. Your heart rate's beating differently. Everything's crisper, cleaner. The fans look brighter. They sound different. The announcers are cleaner. I mean, that's why we all watch the games. They all feel different, and they are as a player. So I think as managers, I commend a guy like Dave Roberts, right? You look at the Dodgers the last few years, right? They're take all the payroll players aside. They're a highly analytical team. They use these to the best of their abilities. But what did Dave do? He goes out there and says, "Okay, I made a mistake, man. I shouldn't have let Blake Snell out of that game, and I should have kept him in the game. Yamamoto, you're going to throw the whole game.
Yep.
You're dealing right now. Like, there's no more games after October. What are we saving anybody for? And if somebody's riding a hot hand, if a hitter's hot, like I played with Alfonso Soriano, when cold, ice cold, like the freeze. When hot, I could take this coffee cup, put it on his lap when it's ice cold, and warm it up. 3 or 4 home runs a game. So, like, you got to ride the hot hand. And if that's a pitcher, great. If that's a hitter, awesome. Whatever it is, I believe that your gut and your heart will play a part in the playoffs. And if you make the right choice because of it and truly believe all the stuff you learned throughout the year, you're going to end up being successful.
Ryan, so the Barstool Sports HQ here is in Chicago, and so we have a lot of Cubs fans, obviously, throughout the office. You're in Chicago as well. What when you look at this Cubs team, it was a great year, some fun playoff times, but what do the Cubs need to prioritize this offseason?
Yeah, I think, starting pitching is always a must, right? We're seeing that right now. Like, the Brewers are struggling because they don't have anybody outside of Freddie Peralta to step up in that starting rotation. I know you do what you got to do in the early rounds to make it through, but when you have dominant starting pitching, that's why I thought the Phillies was possibly, but when you got Phillies Dodgers, that might have been the World Series right there as far as the best 2 powerhouse teams, especially when it comes to rotations. You look at the teams in it right now. The Mariners, dominant starting rotation. Yep. The Blue Jays, their starting rotation. Shane Bieber, what he did, and then Max last night. So you have to have good starting pitching. I think that's a must because depth, right? Things happen along the way. Jay Steele goes down early on. Shota with his hamstring. You need that. You need that to fill in. And the better that is, the better your ball club's going to be. Obviously, you're going to have to figure out what happens with Tucker. Do you replace that with somebody else? Do you reunite with a guy that possibly mashed homers in the playoffs for you at one point and then left for a little while, and then he goes out and continues to mash homers? Maybe you bring a guy like that back to hit 50 a year at Wrigley. I don't know. And then always bullpen help. That's always going to do it. But it's right there, right? Like, this isn't some sort of, this is a 90-plus win team. They proved it this year with injuries, and I think that they're better than they even showed towards the end of the season, which was a great end of the season. I mean, to have playoff games again at Wrigley was so awesome. Yeah. To feel that electricity for everybody there. The vibe is back, and let's go. Let's build off that.
Ryan Dempster, 16-year MLB vet, World Series champ, co-host of
Fired me up. That segment fired
was awesome, dude.
Thank you
Happy Friday. Let's go.
Thank you for that World Series in Boston. You're the best. Thank you.
You got it. My pleasure.
Hey, and remember, guys, Intentional Talk, MLB Network, all the way through, live through the World Series. Ryan's on it, so he got you fired up. So he's going to get fired up every day. Ryan, thank you, brother.
Absolutely. Anytime.
Oh, man, what a legend.
What a beauty.
All right, coming up next, it's time to once again go to the money corner, which remains red hot.
I want to run through a wall.
Just like Meagan.
That was so awesome.
Red hot. She's got a red shirt on. All right, more Wake Up coming next. What up, y'all? It is Wake Up Barstool. What are you doing?
Welcome back to Wake Up Barstool.
Shut up!
It's Friday.
Shut up. It is Friday, and it's time. That means for the money corner with our girl Meagan making money. Meagan, take it away.
Oh, I just can't wait to make you guys some more money. 5-1 on the picks last week, and 7-1 with the 2 bonus ones. So I'm just gonna hit on a few of my favorite picks this week. Early lines, I got Washington +6. They've scored more than 24 in every game besides the loss to the #1 Ohio State Buckeyes. Michigan has not impressed me, especially Underwood and his passing abilities. Offensive life, Washington is fantastic. 11th in success rate, 10th in passing rate, 6th in 3rd and 4th down success rate. And I know Michigan struggled against a very dynamic USC offense. And while Washington might not be USC, this is a team that can put up points through the air and on the ground with a 2-headed monster. Not to mention Haynes might not play for Michigan, and they're 1-2 ATS at home. That's pick numero uno. Second up, we're going with Oklahoma minus the 5.5 at South Carolina. Oklahoma got the reality check last week. Meanwhile, South Carolina played our LSU Tigers, and if our defense is as elite as we think it is, South Carolina should be a little beaten up. Mateer did not look great throwing last week, but he did say in the presser after the game it wasn't his hand that caused the loss, it was his eyes. So we're going back to Oklahoma for a bounce back. Speaking of Mincy, I hate doing it, but I'm going with the fighting Mincies, the fighting Kiffins this week. Ole Miss plus the 7.5 in Athens. Do I think they win this game outright? I don't, but I do think this is too many points to give Chambliss and an Ole Miss offense that can put up a ton of points. If Chambliss is pressured by UGA, I could 100% lose this bet very, very quickly. However, too many points. Last up, last up, we're going to go ahead. Well, I'm taking Oregon. You don't even need to know. Rutgers off 3 bad losses. Oregon, about to throttle them after Indiana throttled Oregon. And then I got some pretty good line value here with Maryland. I got +3.5. They're going against the red-hot UCLA Bruins. My thing is the Terps, well, they did lose 2 straight games. They looked really good doing it.
pretty good.
And they covered. They've already taken a trip out to the West Coast. They know how to play. They controlled Washington the entire game until they dropped it in the fourth quarter. Give me the Terps.
Woo! Let's go, Meg. Let's go. And we can get it. Look, we're going to do all these games, even more next hour. We got to break down the NFL weekend as well. It's all coming up next on Wake Up Barstool.
See you guys next week.
Let's go. That's a very good point, Dana. It's a very good point, Dana. Fire me up on a Friday. Here it is, guys. Wake Up Barstool Friday. Hope you're all ready to have an excellent weekend, okay? Remember, work is almost done for the week, and the world is your oyster. All that's in front of you is runways of fun and football and whatever you're into.
I don't like
okay?
oysters.
Speaking of weekends, our weekend set me down a bad path.
Well, that's you, pal.
Yeah, so for those of you, also you're 23, Katic.
24.
24, Katic.
I've had a horrendously unhealthy week, just starting with that,
That's
with
me
that
every
Saturday.
week, dude.
So of course, for those that missed it, they did the Belly Up to the Bar challenge, which was a great content idea of let's get together and just drink beers for 12 hours straight and eat potato skins. Yes, ma'am?
I got to give a shout out to Katic. I know Dana is the known yugger at the company.
Yeah.
Katic can open the hell out of his throat.
Okay, let's line
That was phrased so wildly.
let's line up 3 right here. I'll show these young
I
guns
would
what's up.
love-
I actually already beat you after the 999 challenge.
When? At the bar?
Yep.
Okay, after the 999 challenge, that's a little. No.
We'll run it. We'll run it back after
to
the
beat
show.
Ronnie Deutsch. and
Did you
he
see-
absolutely embarrassed?
Well, of course. I mean, nobody's going to beat Deutsch. He's Michael Jordan. He's God, really. When
Are we allowed to yell on here?
If
Young
we do,
beers?
yeah. We're not.
Plastic cups.
I think we're getting the word from the higher ups that we can't. But I don't know. Maybe,
Maybe
cups,
someday
dude.
we'll get there.
I'm just saying. I mean, you saw. Look at that. There's the final stat count from a guy, Katic. 33 16-ounce beers drank, 24 trips to the bathroom, 11.
All right, after this, we can finally put it to bed.
That's my guy. Yeah, we're done
Yeah,
talking
it's
about
final
that.
time. But this is.
You were saying, shh,
Yeah,
stop. You got to
Like,
talk.
it's time to stop talking about the Young Challenge. But the point is, Dana, it sent you down a bad road this week.
Yeah, I had a lot of bad food. It's just, that happens when you have one day that you just absolutely go off and tear the roof off of beers, and then for 7 days after, it sets you down an unhealthy path.
Yeah.
That was me all week, and
one
I'm
of my
ready to
favorite
have
paths.
a ham sausage, skillet, with bacon,
the
and hot
veggies for
sauce. No veggies today. No cheddar. Actually, a lot of cheddar
so
cheese.
much cheese.
I just found out cheddar cheese has protein. Or all
cheese has protein.
You know, that's why I eat so many cheese sticks every day. It's like an egg.
I just
it's like
found
a
out
hard-boiled egg, 6 grams of protein.
I felt so bad about. I felt guilty eating all
No,
this cheese. I would
cheese
eat
is good.
handfuls of cheese in
Yes,
my apartment.
blocks of cheese.
And I would feel guilty.
No.
I'd say, Dana, you can't be grabbing it out of the bag.
I
and
do
eat
that every
shredded
single
cheese.
day.
And then I looked it up and said protein.
Blocks
and now
of
I'm
cheese.
back.
I would eat you've talked about this. Eat it by the block.
Oh, I'll fucking.
That was bad. I can't even save you from that one.
Now that one we.
Oh, man.
Oh my god! I love these people so much.
I was gonna say I'll take a chomp out of a block of cheese.
You're passionate about cheese. That's all.
Did they catch that one? Did they catch that one?
I was already dying.
Oh, I was doing so well, man.
I thought I was gonna be the one.
I made it 4.
You talk about cheese, Dana. Just rails.
It was just such an impassioned cheese.
Not the Bears, not the Cincinnati Bearcats. It was the cheese.
I made it 4 shows. That's good.
Oh, damn.
Sorry, everybody. I'm
That
sorry.
was
I
what a
messed
great
up.
way to
I'm
kick
sorry.
off the second hour.
Look, honestly, man, Dana, you have nothing to worry
that was
about.
worth it, though. That was That was.
I want to celebrate sincerity in this age of cynicism.
Yeah.
I want to celebrate love
I
in this
apologize.
age of hate. Like, I want to celebrate getting excited about stuff in this
being
age of
happy.
apathy. And so the fact that cheese just sent you to the moon right now, I mean, you were so fired up. You were more fired up than Max Scherzer on the mound last night. That was genuine. That's
All right.
real
Laugh
love,
a little.
guys.
People need to laugh
I
more,
apologize, everybody.
Man. No, that was awesome.
Cheese is
I know
incredible.
I know everyone in the control room is dying. laughing.
They are, yeah.
I still think it's
Yes.
crazy that Katic eats 3-string cheeses before every wub.
Or
every morning.
I swear to God, cheese sticks are a great little snack, great protein. I eat 4 to 8 a day.
Nothing wrong with that, dude.
No.
Bro, you can't eat 40.
I'll literally scoop.
Megan, that's crazy, right? I'm not crazy.
So while cheese does have protein, I think the calories and like the bad fats in it can make you have very bad cholesterol.
I don't need to hear that. I don't need to hear that.
We can't be talking. I mean, look, I'm just trying to look out. We're getting older. We can't just be eating blocks of cheese every day.
Like 30 beers on Saturday, a block of cheese on Sunday.
I'll have a
Says the parents. Okay, thanks, mom and dad.
Fair,
Kids want to eat blocks of cheese. We're gonna eat blocks of cheese.
I'm passionate.
Cottage cheese, though, that's pretty good, right?
Very good
Cottage
for
cheese
you.
is great for you. It has, I think, half of a cup has 14 grams of protein.
I've never
There you
indulged
go.
in the cottage cheese.
Bro,
very
it's really good. When we were growing up, I don't know why.
It was just the name and the look.
Yeah, when we
People
were growing
shamed
up,
it.
yeah, it was always
Cottage
shamed.
cheese shaming.
It was like
Great graphic.
Dana Beers breaks our 5-day FCC.
No, cottage cheese is very good. I put those little cups of peaches.
Yeah.
I'll put those in there. My mom put me on that when I was a kid.
a little
It's
sweet and
unbelievable.
savory mix.
I like it
Very
with
good.
tomatoes
I like
and
the
salt and
big.
pepper.
What are they called? The chunks, or isn't it like a?
Cottage cheese chunks? What are you talking about?
Yeah, I like the big ones.
Are there names
Yeah,
for
there's
them?
small curd and
curdle?
large curd.
Curd.
Oh, large.
Curd.
I know
Speaking
about
of
cottage
curd,
cheese.
Speaking of curd.
Speaking of curd, Culver's just came out with
Jalapeno cheese curds.
I sent it to Dana last night. And Dana goes, "Oh my god,
Yep. We're going to have to get some for
I need to
lunch.
get some. I need to get some."
Oh yeah, everyone
Culver's already
looking
has-
forward to us talking NFL. No, let's do it 7 minutes on cheese.
I mean,
Cheese curds.
cheese
man.
curds has been a top 3 element of moving to the Midwest for me.
Yeah.
Like they were really non-existent back home down south. They're
baby.
fantastic both in
got it.
restaurant form and in fast food form.
I will have to give walk-ons a shout-out, though, for their mozzarella logs.
Yeah, we love a good mozz
Yeah.
log. Who doesn't love a
I
mozz?
want
For the
you to
logs
go.
specifically.
Yeah, like a big, thick boy.
We went to
Ah, you know
the
it.
Pony Inn where we went for
big,
the
girthy cheese log.
Yeah.
Sorry, what'd you say?
where we went for the pony for the belly up. the
Yeah.
Pony Inn. Go get their cheese curds.
Okay, I'm in.
Their thick ranch. It's unbelievable.
Other top 3 thing, I'm still obsessed with Jardinera. Put it on everything. I think
Yeah,
that's more of a
very good.
Chicago thing.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely fantastic, though. If you're listening somewhere in the country, like, what's Jardinera? Just go ahead and order it and see it for yourself. You're really gonna like it.
Unbelievable.
So we were supposed to talk football here.
Yeah. What are we even? I don't.
But we also have a game, Smash or Pass Food Edition.
Oh, might as well do that.
I believe Smash or Pass will be a weekly segment with the big boys and Megan here. I'm just going to say big boys. And when I say big boys, know that that is Megan inclusive. If them jinxing on the jalapeno cheddar cheese curd wasn't enough proof, she absolutely gets big boy status. All right, let's do a little Smash or Pass Food Edition.
Hit me, little
And
Bobby.
we're starting with pineapple. Okay, we're starting with avocado toast.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Duh.
Yes.
Triple smash. Quadruple smash.
Yeah.
You don't like avocado toast?
I do, but I wouldn't
You're
say
a bad
it's a
millennial.
smash. I would say I eat it whenever I'm in the mood for it. I
Oh,
would say
bro.
smash.
Over easy egg on
Well,
top.
that's just, you didn't say
Yeah.
that. It's an avocado toast.
Okay, yeah,
Take
I
it for what it
Especially when you're
is.
in a
No,
little
it's so
healthy
good though. You ever
phase.
put any pickled onions on that? You know, like what are the pink pickled onions?
pickled
Yeah,
onions.
pickled
Yeah, yeah.
Very
Oh,
good.
dude.
I'll toss some goat cheese on it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You put some cottage cheese on that. You put,
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, Carson. Yeah.
All right, next smash or pass. What do we got? Put the picture up, and then that wasn't what the order was here. Deep dish pizza.
Okay.
I'm bro.
Nice hot take.
we
Pass.
Pass.
How long's
Hot
this
take.
segment?
Pass.
We break these things down.
Here
a
we
little
go.
bit?
Yeah,
Give me
go.
tavern
Yeah.
style.
Okay, because I do. All right, thin crust is like bar pie, You know how Dave
Yeah.
does like the bar pie? That's my thing.
Yeah.
I do like this in a sense. I mean, it's pretty much lasagna. I mean, at the end, it's pretty much lasagna.
But it's like not as good as lasagna.
I agree.
No, I
Lasagna's
agree
10
with
times
that.
better.
But it's just, I don't know. You're full after a slice. So
I hate the structural integrity of it.
you're right. You have to eat it with a fork and knife.
T-Bob, can we talk about the chunky sauce?
It's
I don't
not
like
good.
it.
What's
I could-
oh yeah.
You like it?
No.
I
It's
don't
got
like
like
it either.
it's got like diced
I could
tomatoes.
throw
big,
that chunky sauce in the garbage
Yeah.
can and put it in a garbage truck and say goodbye for the rest
Yeah,
of my life.
but there are a lot of Chicagoans out there that are gonna hate this.
That's fine. That's fine. Look, but we got to be honest to ourselves.
Yeah,
like we
no.
said, we're done lying. Okay, we're
Okay,
gonna be
I don't
genuine
love
and
it. I
sincere
don't
here
love
on
it.
what.
I love.
think
It's a pass in.
I think if
Yeah.
It's not a smash.
I have had one. It was like a local place that I loved, and then I went to another place that I really didn't like. So it's kind of.
I mean, I went to the place that, I think founded it here, started here. I don't want to mention names because I never like mentioning names and being negative. I like pumping people up, but I actively disliked it. I didn't even eat. Like I had like a piece, and I was like, I don't think I want to eat.
There's some places that like really like caramelize the crust, and like those places are like I think they're serviceable. But if you're giving me just like a deep dish pizza
You
over like a
carb.
tavern pie, I'm taking tavern all day.
Caramel.
All right, so sorry to deep dish pizza, pass. What's next? Ketchup on the eggs.
Yeah.
Smash. Absolute smash.
Pass.
Yeah.
Hard
Absolute smash.
I would eat ketchup with a side of eggs.
Yes.
Well said,
You
Dana.
dip your egg in ketchup.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's just so visually unappealing, and I can't get past the smells together. They're both like polarizing smells.
so good.
The
I just
visuals
found
are
out-
bad. I agree with that.
I just found out ketchup is pretty sugar heavy.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
So
you know where it's originated in?
Nope.
Pittsburgh.
Yeah, well, I actually did know that.
Heinz.
have you had like the more organic or like real ketchup?
Yeah, no, get out of my face with that.
Yeah, it doesn't
I'm really
taste
not a loser.
nearly
I'm
as
not
good.
a loser.
It doesn't
I
taste
will,
nearly
another
as good.
thing is this. I am pretty biased, but I will never use ketchup if it's not Heinz.
I'm going to go on record right
I like
now.
that take, Katic.
I'm going to put my stake in the ground and say, if I ever saw Katic eating organic ketchup, he's not my friend anymore.
Absolutely.
Ever.
I would never do it.
I will never hang out with you again. If
Dude,
I
that
ever
is
see you.
totally valid.
Yeah.
It goes for you
Yeah,
too.
definitely.
Good.
Definitely.
I will never, ever,
Give me
ever,
something
ever.
good next. I've passed all three.
All right. Next, what do we got?
Pass.
Pineapple on pizza.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Pass.
Well, but see, can it be a smash if our reaction is that tepid?
No, pass. You're right.
I'm passing. Think so. There's
wouldn't-
just, it's not bad. I'll eat it.
I wouldn't go out of my way
Yeah.
for a pineapple on pizza, but I'll eat it. It's
Well,
there.
yeah, like the only way I'm eating it is because somebody else ordered it.
Right.
And it's already there. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah.
Well, then you guys are passing.
Yeah.
I think so, unfortunately.
Because if anything's there, I'm going to eat it.
Yeah, like it's a low bar.
Yeah.
We're clearing
Great
there.
point.
You're
anything's
basically
there, I'm
stepping.
gonna eat
You're stepping over
When
a
I- When
broom.
you say smash, that means you're going to order this at a you're going to
Yes.
order this over a pepperoni
I have
pie.
ordered this before.
Oh, you have?
I'm a savory on pizza. I'm a huge savory meat guy. Pause. And pineapple is just too sweet. It's not. It doesn't go with the salt. I don't know.
I think it pairs pretty nicely. It's a
I
little
think
sweet and savory combo.
The only
but
way you can do pineapple is if you get jalapeno on the pizza.
See,
Yeah, you got a
double
little
pass
spice, you got a
there.
little sweet heat. Now we're cooking. Meg, you put jalapeno on that. I think I'm smashing it.
Can we get a lower third?
All right,
for
next
Katic,
one.
Savory meat guy.
Big savory. Oh,
Such a
well,
pass.
Smash, 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 smash. Smash.
One of the biggest passes ever.
Horseradish,
Nope.
cocktail,
Dude, we were on the
lemon
Barstool
juice, smash.
Beach House. We were on the Barstool Beach House.
Smash.
Never had an oyster before in my life. Had an oyster, was grinding the sand with my teeth. It was disgusting. They were like, "Don't chew it,
When
swallow
oysters
it."
are
I felt
bad,
like I was
they're
eating a
bad.
booger.
What'd you say, Meg?
When oysters are bad, they are really bad.
That's fair.
But when oysters are good, they're so
Okay, but just
good.
based off
This is
what I've had.
this is so Midwest.
Fair,
this
but-
is so. I don't know about the Northeast. I feel it's very Northeast. Why are you a no, Dana?
You're just eating slime, man.
Yeah, it's
No,
boogers,
bro.
dude. You're eating
no,
boogers.
dude. No.
Well, T-Bob
So
is.
A
salty
little bit of that
and
salty
good.
I know
brine.
T-Bob. I
Oh,
know
look
why
at
he
that
likes
salty
it. He's an
brine, dude.
aphrodisiac guy.
Yeah, huge.
Yeah, my grandpa always used to say, dude, oysters make you love longer.
I bet your dad's an aphrodisiac.
So if you want to smash, you need to smash these oysters right here.
I'm
okay?
passing, sorry.
I'll eat 24 raw oysters.
Same.
Go crazy. And the last one,
Never had it.
good.
No, just get that out.
I think it's good.
Was that
I wouldn't say
snail
smash.
brain?
I've never had
it's-
it.
It's a snail and it's with butter, garlic. Like
Never
you
had
can't, it tastes like
Is
a.
it raw or cooked?
It just tastes like butter and garlic.
It tastes like a butter, garlic, more rubbery shrimp.
I've never had it.
No.
I mean, I'm sure it tastes great. It does beg the question. This is a conversation we had on one of the big boys clubs recently. At what point does the food just become a vehicle for sauce?
Exactly.
Like
All the time.
you could put butter and garlic on anything,
Yeah.
and it's gonna taste great.
That's how I feel about oysters, man.
What?
You're eating. The only way it tastes good is if you put sauce on it or whatever that red stuff.
You can eat it without it, but yeah, I mean, ideally you do want to have maybe a little bit of hot
I'm just
sauce.
genuinely curious if the
bit of
control room and the people that
Lemon,
set up the show
horseradish, and crystal.
actually thought that I've ever eaten escargot. I can't believe someone in the control room goes, "Oh, Katic might have eaten escargot at some point in his life."
Stop
Hey,
saying
can I ask a
escargot.
question? Is escargot a bit?
Yeah.
Okay, thank God. I'm just curious.
Escargot.
Because yesterday Jerry was doing Chat GBT, and I think it was sincere.
Oh, he's been saying that for years. Yeah.
Okay.
I wish you didn't ask me so I could roll with the bit, but I want people to believe that it wasn't a bit.
Yeah, I screwed that up. That's on
Sorry.
me. Bad comedic timing for
No,
me.
it's all good. Escargot, never had it.
God, that's you know what I did have recently that's a little pinky up? Caviar.
I've never had
had
caviar.
it.
I've always wanted to try it.
It was very
Is that when you like
good.
put it on you're like,
Yeah, you gotta do a caviar bump.
So I didn't do that. It was after a show, and this person had caviar, and we were putting them on Zapp's potato chips.
Oh, I've
with a little
actually heard
creme
that's really
fraiche,
good.
and it was really good.
Which
what is
Zapp?
creme fraiche?
Absolute smash. I don't know.
Okay.
It's
I
like
went to
it's like
a,
a sour cream but lighter. It's
okay.
like
I went to a Stu Finer lunch the other day. He ordered caviar.
Did you have some?
Nope.
Oh, okay. Why not?
Seafood scares me.
What was the bill? Like how much food?
Yeah, oysters must
I love
terrify you then. Oysters are kind of like the
That's
end
another
game
thing
of
where
They're
seafood.
intimidating.
Our brains differ a little bit. Is
Seafood
I love
scares me,
seafood,
man.
but not escargot and not oysters.
Well,
I
if
think
you fry
escargot's not
deep
seafood.
fry it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you put clam strips
Fish
deep
eggs?
fried. Yeah.
Oh no, escargot snails. Sorry. All right. Anyway, guys, there it is. Smash or Pass Food Edition. Now we'll get into the big games. Coming up this weekend on Saturday, and the big games coming up this weekend on Sunday, right after the break. Oh, look at Meagan there.
I know. I screwed up, guys.
Sad face.
I was doing
that was
so
probably the
Zero.
funniest. That was probably the funniest part of the show since I've started.
Cheese! We love cheese! Cheese. Welcome back. This is Wake Up Barstool on a Friday. T-Bob Katic, Dana Beers, Meagan making money hanging out today. We've been to the money corner. We've talked cheese.
We're off the rails. We are off the
Talk
rails.
sports. Good, it's Friday, dude.
What? I
Wait,
said let's
fuck.
talk sports.
Okay.
I think I said.
Okay, it sounded.
You
I said
never
let's
know.
talk sports.
Yeah, no.
Sound like you said.
It sounded like you said F sports.
No.
Yeah.
All right, you guys.
I swear to God.
No, it didn't. I don't know.
T-Bob.
I don't know why. It just sounded like
You guys
that.
look like
That's why I got that
No,
reaction.
I said
Okay.
let's talk sports.
Sorry.
Let's talk sports.
Come on.
Let's talk sports.
Apologies.
It's also Friday, guys, right?
Yeah,
I
come
think I'm always a firm believer that Friday shows should be very fun.
Yeah.
So, all right, but we got a massive weekend of college football games coming up this weekend. A lot of ranked battles. I'm going to offer y'all two. Y'all decide where y'all want to start. Do we want to talk Alabama, Tennessee, or Notre Dame, USC first?
Alabama, Tennessee.
Okay.
All right, Alabama, Tennessee, a very storied rivalry here. Tennessee going to Tuscaloosa to take on the now resurgent Alabama Crimson Tide, a team that we declared dead, a program we declared dead after week one. And all they've done since that moment is get better and better and better, continue to beat ranked teams. Ty Simpson's awesome. Ryan Grubb, the new offensive coordinator that Kalen DeBoer brought back with him. That all seems to be paying dividends. But lost in all this, guys, this Tennessee program now.
Yeah.
Like we mentioned Cignetti taking over disaster, what he did. And granted, Tennessee has a rich history. But they were bad for so long.
Yeah.
Josh Heupel's turnaround.
No, he's
Since
done
he
a great
got
job.
there, they've now won the 9th most games in the entire country. And this year, statistically, they have the best offense in the country. They lead the nation in points per game.
Yeah, they're incredible, and Josh Heupel, like you said, has done a great job. But they're going to Tuscaloosa. It's going to be a tough environment. That place is going to be rocking. And I think Tennessee has a great offensive line. They have a great offense. But it's going to match up. It's going to be a tough matchup against Alabama's front seven. So, like I say every week, every game I ever talk about, trench warfare. It's going to be another big one.
Yeah, you look at Alabama, that first loss of the season, a lot of people started dumping on them a little bit.
Yeah.
But they've been hot. Ty Simpson's a legit Heisman candidate at this point. And these guys are tough, man. I mean, you go into Tuscaloosa, it's going to be a tough game. But I'm kind of liking the Vols here.
So I didn't play this game because of that. The Bama's laying 8.5 at home. I've played them the last 3 weeks.
See, that's a lot.
I feel like this could be a little weird, hairy game for Bama where they might get caught on their heels a little bit because, Tennessee does have an 11 by their name, but they haven't really looked as good, in my opinion, as Bama has. So maybe Bama's just kind of, fat and happy at home and waiting for Tennessee to roll in.
I actually like Tennessee with the points here because I think that offense makes them so live. It's a bit weird. So right now, statistically, Tennessee has the best offense in the SEC and the worst defense.
Right.
Like they basically lead in every category. They basically bottom every category. Alabama's middle of the pack in both. So it's a bit hard to parse. I just view this as a game where, it's gonna be going tit for tat scoring wise. And either Alabama's going to have the ball last and come up with a touchdown to cover, or maybe kick a field goal to go up 10, or Tennessee's going to have the ball last and they'll end up scoring to cover. I am going to play Tennessee with the 8.5 just because I think the offense makes them so live. Also, after Bama winning 16 in a row in this series, Tennessee's now taking 2 of the last 3, both at home.
I want to add Caden Proctor, offensive lineman, has gotten the ball.
Love it.
I think the last 2 games. Anytime touchdown, book it.
Okay. I like the
If
Caden
it's
Proctor
on
anytime
DraftKings or anything, book it.
Is that your dream, or to just catch a pass at any, or even just touch the ball?
No, I want lined up in fullback.
Yeah.
Goal line.
You never got the chance?
I got a 13-yard kick return back in the day.
The fumble route. What?
I got a 13-yard kick return back in the day. It was the greatest moment of my life.
What?
Yeah,
in
they
college?
didn't want to kick it at Trenton Holiday. Yeah, they squibbed it at Auburn.
That's so
and we were down 7-0, and I got up celebrating like I won the game.
I don't know if you recall this. There was a play, the Patriots, I forget who they're playing. They kicked it off, and Dan Connolly.
Yeah.
I remember, dude. Legendary play.
60 yards.
He was carrying it like this.
Wait, but did he get in the end zone or did he get tackled?
He got
at
tackled
the 1?
right
there, man. And then he got up on his knee and he was like.
But that's got to be every offensive lineman's dream.
Oh, without a doubt, dude. Getting the ball in a carry.
We fantasize about that every single day.
All right, so my favorite game of the weekend is actually Notre Dame, Tennessee. Notre Dame, USC.
Love it.
This is you just want to talk about history, tradition, uniform matchups. Somebody did a show with this week, I can't remember who, because we do so many, said that they wish both home teams could wear, they need to both wear their home uniforms. I completely agree with that. This is one of the premier historical matchups in college football, and there are massive stakes for both. Notre Dame has no margin of error, and all of a sudden a USC team, a Lincoln Riley program that we declared dead, appears like they could be back. But they have to go into South Bend, they have to win. Meagan, help me with the line movement here, because this starts, I believe it started at 8.5, and I hopped on USC. I'm like, you're going to give USC 8.5 with that offense? They're right there with Tennessee, number 1 offense in the entire country. Notre Dame's defense has struggled, but now we're up to 9.5?
9.5, and it's also juiced on the other side, which looks like it could flip to 10. I'm with you. I'm on USC plus 9.5. USC hasn't won a game in South Bend since I was a senior in high school. So that's 2011. Oh, stop.
Katic, you dog.
Yeah, since 2011, they have not won a game at Notre Dame. So
wow.
I don't think they're going to win, but again, I'm getting 9 points.
This SC team is better. This SC team, I think, is still better than they give credit for.
I agree.
And remember the Illinois game. They were down 14 multiple times that game, and they fought back and had a lead before Luke Altmaier does what he does and ends up kicking the game-winning field goal. I got to imagine this game's going to be close.
What a beautiful
and Notre
color
Dame
matchup,
hasn't beat anyone ranked yet. I mean, they lost that heartbreaker in College Station, and besides that,
that was at home. They lost at home to A&M.
Oh, you're right. Sorry.
But no, it doesn't matter. But you're right in that this Notre Dame team is funny because we're giving them credit for good losses.
Yep.
And I kind of understand it. Like, Miami's very good. CJ Carr, that was his first ever start in Miami, and they did pretty well. A&M seems to be very good. That was a very close game. They could have won. So I get it, but they have to prove it this Saturday. And remember, like KB told us, every year in which a Pope has died, Notre Dame wins 9 games.
Yep.
And if you look at their schedule, this looks like, without a doubt, the most losable game. So something to be on the lookout for this weekend. Does the papacy come into play with Notre Dame
Papacy,
or
huh?
Nice
Yeah.
word.
Is that like papal?
Yes, I believe the papacy would be like maybe the office, like papal is if something, I guess, describing something having to do with the Pope.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cardinal? That's something, right?
Yep, a cardinal. God, I'm not a good Catholic. I'm not Catholic at all,
Cardinals,
in fact.
Cardinals are what you are before you become, I think, like, you have, like, the top Cardinals, which they all dress in red, and then those guys get to decide amongst themselves, like, who they think the next Pope should be.
What was the Pope movie that came out not long ago where they're choosing the new one? It's all just Cardinals scheming. It was good. I can't remember it.
Great bird. Oh, my God.
Conclave. Thank you, producers. Yes, Conclave, Matt. That was a good
slightly
movie.
below a Blue Jay.
Below a Blue Jay, but if you see either of those suckers in
It feels
public,
good. It feels good.
you go nuts.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's a rich and vibrant color.
Of course.
Defined in nature.
I'm a sucker for vibrant colors.
We are such simple creatures.
Cardinals
See
and
one of those
Chiefs.
suckers.
Yeah, there's
I'm
the
like-
Cardinals and Blue Jays, and I also agree with the ranking. Blue Jays barely
Of course.
edging out Cardinals.
They have the kind of the dark blue. Oh, it's beautiful.
All right, another game. Meg,
I don't want to talk about
our Tigers. Woo! Underdogs to Vanderbilt.
+3.
Oh wait, okay. So here's the deal. Underdogs is our own Dave Portnoy.
Yeah.
Our boss
Putting the
has put $225,000 on Vanderbilt very publicly, and I got to give Dave credit. So in this game of takes, there's. You sometimes you got to look for real estate to be grabbed, right? And where you can create opportunities to really flex on people. And he's found a pretty good angle here, where he has been for weeks now chirping that Vanderbilt's the class of the SEC, kind of trying to tear down the SEC, build up the Big Ten, and now they catch what looks to be a very overrated LSU team, and they get them at home. So he puts the money here. He's able to say, "Oh, look, Vanderbilt is the class of the SEC." It's a pretty heady play by Dave. I got to look something up. Meg, how are you feeling about this game?
So I feel probably more nervous for this game than I did the Ole Miss game, which, again, the Ole Miss game is always a double-edged sword, but our offense just has not looked great. We got the run game going last week.
No, the O-line's bad.
But I just, like, I don't know, T-Bob. I'm staying away from it because the last couple of weeks that I have not bet LSU, they've ended up winning the game. And that's what I need our Tigers to do. I don't really care about covering. Like, I need just an outright win. Obviously, we're +3, so I just need a win from this team to feel okay. And respectfully to Dave, he has lots of money to throw away, and I hope that it all goes down in flames.
Yeah. We can't have
Fighting words.
Dave.
Just with this particular game.
If
That's all.
Dave wins this game,
Bonuses for everyone in the office?
the money will be nice, but even more so, it's going to be his take coming to fruition that I think is really going to make him insufferable.
Also, what I would love to see is not only because you weren't here yet, the company, but he was in my ear with the whole Bryce Underwood thing, blah, 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 blah. 12 million, that's our quarterback. So, 12 million and then, 200,000 potentially could be lost by Dave?
Yeah, he deserves it. I agree. He deserves it. Wait, also, this is what I was looking for. So, first time Vandy's been favored over LSU since 1948.
Whoa!
I believe.
Rightfully so.
After the
But they don't play that often. This stat is actually insane. This comes from our own Barstool gambling account. It's been 177 SEC games since Vanderbilt's been favored. In a 177 conference games in a row since the Commodores have been favored.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, that is roughly 15 years?
Yeah.
I mean, actually, let's just divide it by 8.
I'm not good at math.
I can't do that
You
math,
can
dude.
divide it by 8. Can you divide it by 8?
177 divided by 8.
10 would be 80. 20 would be 160.
Where's Vince?
That's damn near 20. That's damn near 22
22 years.
22 years.
22.
It's 22
22 years.
of conference play.
Yeah, you carry the one.
And Vanderbilt's never been.
I think we could win this game, T-Bob.
Yeah.
We have our defense. We have depth. We can figure it out. I just need Vanderbilt to go in and think that they are going to absolutely crush us and play down, and then we go out there
Megan,
and we win.
you see what Bama did to Diego. I always screw up his last name.
Diego Pavia.
Pavia. They turned him to a one-dimensional quarterback.
That's what we gotta do.
And LSU has to do the same thing. And correct me if I'm wrong, they might have the dogs to do it.
They do.
It's just the other side of the ball they got to figure out.
Yeah, no, the O-line's not big. They're not been able, the most disappointing part, and I think Nuss is getting healthier, but they haven't been able to take advantage of these skill positions.
Yeah.
They're very good at receiver. Like last year, Chris Hilton, when they beat Vanderbilt pretty soundly, he was one of the big reasons why he came online. He ended his season nothing thus far. So we'll see here.
I wanted to talk about. I've been seeing a lot of Weeks throwing up on the field.
He does it every game.
Oh, so that's just like his
He
thing.
drinks too much coffee.
Too
and
much
just
hydration.
He just
I was
pukes
going
it
to
out.
guess overhydration.
Also, coming out of camp yesterday, Whit Weeks he was spotted in a walking boot.
I think he's going to play.
Precautionary, maybe walking
I think he's
boot.
going to play.
Yeah,
he's a
he's
dog. He's a dog. Dogs
Toradol.
play.
Toradol's a great drug.
And he shaved his head.
What?
No.
So some are saying, is this like a Samson and Delilah situation?
Oh, no.
Oh,
He's
probably really hot. He's probably-
Hammer the Commodores.
He's probably still really hot
obviously
with the
dude.
shaved head because he's
trouble.
The guy's a god.
But and then the last game, I think where game day is going to be Ole Miss at Georgia. This was a game last year that Ole Miss absolutely dominated in Oxford, and they did it with the defense. However, this year's Rebel defense, not last year's, not nearly as much NFL talent. I like Ole Miss for the points here. I think they're good enough to keep it close with Kiffin's game planning, but I find it so hard to believe that the Georgia Bulldogs, after winning 33 straight at home, would drop 2 in a row between the hedges.
I like the Rams.
I don't
like
think
the Rams.
Oh, okay.
I don't think Ole Miss.
But I actually
wins
do
this
like the
game.
Rams.
I don't think they win it, but
I like it with
I think again 7.5.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
I'm with
a
you,
lot of
Meg.
points.
Meg, I'm
They
fully
can
with
air
you.
it out.
I think they cover, but I think Georgia wins. Georgia's going to have to prove, though, that they can win at home in the big game. That's what they're going to have to prove because they didn't against Alabama, and we'll see.
They've proved it. They just need to reprove it.
Can I ask you something about this one, Katic? I have a quote here. I don't know if you saw this or not. Lane Kiffin, I like him, okay?
Yeah.
He's a funny guy.
Stud.
But if someone said this to me, I'd be a little bit aggravated.
Okay.
Okay.
Hit us with it.
I walked by the TV and saw his press. This is about Kirby Smart.
Okay.
I walked by the TV and saw his press conference today. I don't think he's burned too many calories.
Okay, like if someone said that, if Big Cat walked by or Brandon walked by and said, "Oh wow, just saw Dana and Katic on Wake Up Barstool. Looks like they haven't burned.
They're not burning calories.
They're right. But,
Listen, I'm sure they have some type of relationship where it's busting ball, you know.
because they coached together at Alabama.
At Alabama.
But man, that hurts.
No, that hurts.
That's like a
your
mean
soul.
jab.
That's not something you just. That hurts your soul.
Yes.
I feel like though everyone knows that Lane is like an A-class troll,
Yeah.
man. Like Kirby Smart over there, clapping
Spider.
timeout,
Now,
whatever
He's
he's
like
doing.
Spider. He's like
He is
Spider.
like Spider.
Right. To be fair, the question was about who burns more calories during a game.
Okay.
But the way he answered that was a little bit mean.
Yeah. No, you're right.
So we'll see. Trinidad Chambliss, Gunnar Stockton going to be the quarterbacks of this matchup. I think the Bulldogs end up pulling this one out at home. I was supposed to tease something. I know we're going to talk NFL next. Oh, that's what it was. Thank you, Matt. I apologize. Hey, look behind Katic here. Look at that. We've got a beautiful Big 12 matchup coming up this week at Texas Tech. We had Coach Joey McGuire on yesterday, and look at this, man. Dude. Already, they sent us an awesome signed helmet. We got a ton of Texas Tech gear as well. Shout out to the Red Raiders, man. Promises made, promises delivered. Texas Tech.
Fighter.
Ready to roll.
NFL coming up next here on Wake Up Barstool.
Ready to roll. Eat some cheese.
What up, Wake Up Barstool? It's time to go around the office, staying in spooky season. What's the hottest Halloween costume of 2025?
what always played for me, Santa Claus. I know it's a little early for Christmas, but big guy, you throw in the Santa outfit, I'm telling you, loved it. I did it one time, I did it 3 years in a row. True story.
I think it's got to be John Gruden.
Hell
The resurgence. Visor, polo, khakis, coach of the year, John Gruden.
Got me feeling nicey. Chef Donnie.
Yes.
Best Halloween costume 2025.
Right after he
See, I don't like topical Halloween costumes. Last year I was a TSA agent. That was my favorite outfit. I think Amish is the move this year. I think Amish.
Danny, best Halloween costume 2025.
I'm going with my best costume. Dwayne Johnson, 80s rock.
90s rock. Did do a good. Yeah, I've seen it before, guys. Yeah, it's
Turtleneck, chain, fanny pack. It's classic.
best Halloween costume 2025.
I would have to say like a food item, like a pickle.
I saw some people doing Aunt Gladys from Weapons. That'd be a funny one.
That's a great call.
Yeah.
Seasonally appropriate.
You see weapons?
Very
So
recognizable.
good. Scary. Yeah.
Probably something like a Labubu or a chicken jockey or something like that.
Best Halloween costume 2025.
Come on, man. Anakin Skywalker. What are you talking about?
Come on, dog. What am I looking Nikki putting you on game.
Let's bring it back to Austin Powers and the Fembots. That's a good one.
White Sox Dave, best Halloween costume 2025.
Slutty Ninja Turtle.
What? That's crazy.
You can say that.
Slutty?
Yeah.
yes, but yes, I think so, but we don't want to, yeah.
Sorry, I was just clarifying.
Yes, I guess so. Man, my favorite two answers there is Sante with the pickle.
Yeah.
As if it was just like we hold these truths to be,
Probably a food item, a pickle.
I don't know if you could find a less sexy character to make sexy than a Ninja Turtle.
Yeah.
Right?
I don't know.
See, my view automatically goes to like the live action one where like the Ninja Turtles have like the full like.
Yes.
So I'm thinking like the head and like just like I guess I'm.
And then what are you guys gonna do? Like push your boobs up? Or like I don't understand.
Megan
it,
can
dude.
pull it off, guys. These girls,
Oh,
girls
man.
nowadays can pull off that.
No, I agree. It's just deep. It's a crazy
for
character
sure.
to start
Yeah,
with.
for sure.
Say let's make it sexy.
100%.
Dibs on Raphael.
Oh God, look at Leonardo. Oh, you see that? All right, let's get into some NFL games coming up this weekend, guys. Rams, Jaguars. Okay, a battle of two teams. It's going down in London. Matt Stafford, Trevor Lawrence, the very fun 4-2 Jags against the been good for a while now 4-2 Rams. How are we feeling about this one Sunday morning, the early game?
Man, I will never not watch an NFL game, but these London games,
They're background noise. They're background noise.
they
really
bore
are.
me.
Yeah.
They
no,
bore
you're
me.
right.
I'm going to watch it. It's going to be on my television. But no, it just we're not putting out a good product for these guys overseas.
Yeah, they're not. They're generally not very good games.
But they seem to love it.
They do,
They
but
seem to love
That's true.
I think the Jaguars, tough loss last weekend, but I still think they're legit. They're 4-2. I still think they're a playoff team. The Rams, 3.5.
I think it's at 3 now. That's what I just saw this morning.
I think this is the Rams game to lose. I mean, the Jaguars, they're always in London, but I think they're legit, man. They lost to the Seahawks last week, but I think they are a playoff team. It's going to be a tight one, but give me the Rams here.
I don't care about anything the Steelers lost. Next.
Yeah, look, Braden Fisk, Jared Verse, I remain obsessed with that Rams D-line. I think they get to Trevor Lawrence. Rams. Okay, Eagles, Vikings, guys. Philadelphia's season currently falling apart.
Yeah.
Minnesota's season still very hard to parse with Carson Wentz and whatnot. Like, for me, this is kind of a last stand, maybe a bit hyperbolic, but the Eagles here, if you can't find a way to win this game, I am going to firmly believe that you're in the midst of a 2023 collapse.
Yes.
The same thing that we saw 2 years ago is happening.
Just for the sake of our good friend Max Delente, I just hope that the Eagles can win the game.
He just got a Super Bowl, dude. Let's not feel
But I
too
know,
bad
but
for
I
these
know he
Eagles
had the
fans, dude.
worst week he could ever have. What, last 2 weeks ago, whatever. for the sake of him, gay birds.
I think this might be a good. I could be wrong. I have not been betting a lot of NFL because I've been spending my monies on Saturdays and hoping to keep it on Sundays. But I feel like the Eagles should bounce back here. I mean, they literally have looked so just mediocre. But then you look back at last game, they did play a divisional opponent in the Giants. So, like, if they're going to do anything to make themselves feel better, they need to go out and throttle the Vikings.
This Eagles team has the third worst NFL in the NFL total yards. They're going against the Vikings, which allows the second fewest passing yards in the league. This is going to be just one of those grinded out games.
Yeah.
And if they're not right here after the bye, you're right. It might just kind of be a free fall. I mean, 4-3 is not pretty in that division. But it's also, they're going against the Cowboys, they're going against the Commanders. I don't know, man. The Eagles, they can't lose this game.
No.
At what point, I mean, you two played football in college, and Dana, I'm sure you played football a little bit in your life.
Kinda. Catches on JV.
At what point, like, I know this is an NFL team, but at what point does everyone decide that they're not bought in anymore?
Early.
I mean,
but after a 4-2,
you went 2-10 a year.
I would say this. I would say that. Are we talking about the Eagles here?
Yes.
Like, at what point are you broken? I think in college it can happen pretty quickly.
Week 4.
I think with NFL guys, I think they're a bit more, especially if you got good veterans on the team, which the Eagles have. I think you're a bit more used to the rigors of the season. You're a bit more used to, okay, you're going to lose games. It is the NFL.
But as the Eagles, like, you haven't been losing games really.
Yeah,
like,
no, it's definitely.
And to be fair, we
weird-
saw him collapse 2 years ago.
Yeah.
But I can't sit here and for months talk about the leadership of Jalen Hurts and how he keeps these guys together and think that they'll. Again, this is going to be it for me. If they lose this game, then I'm going to give myself over to the idea that maybe they are broken.
But also, they're making millions and millions and millions of dollars, so like
facts.
that kind of helps it out.
counterbalances.
When we went 2-10, and I was very, well, not going to say that, depressed. Yeah, we weren't making any money, so that was when I bought out early.
God, that's so crazy to think about.
Yeah.
Making money in college and going 2-10. Bucks Lions, guys. Premier NFC matchup.
Yeah,
Monday
I'm
Night
actually. This
Football
might be the most.
I love this game.
Dan Campbell and then Baker Mayfield, probably the most exciting player in the entire NFL right now. This is a massive first half of the season. Who's going to establish themselves as the dominant NFC power?
I love this game.
Man, this is
6 points.
such an awesome game.
6 points is a lot.
It is.
And the Buccaneers, Baker Mayfield is the MVP favorite right now.
Yes,
he's up there for it.
He's leading right now.
He's had an unbelievable season so far. I just think 6 points is a lot for the Lions. I like the Bucks here. I think.
I was about to say, I think Mahomes has a slight edge still, and he's tied with
Plus
Josh Allen.
175
Mayfield is.
crazy.
So I think it was week 1. Someone was walking around asking for some hot takes around the office. Big boy right here sitting in this chair
Oh, yeah?
said Baker Mayfield's going to be the MVP of the 2025-2026 season.
Wow.
And I'm telling you, if he keeps playing at this pace, I don't know why Patrick Mahomes is plus 175.
That's the market, betting on past results.
The Bucks are still
and where
pretty
it's gonna
banged up,
go.
correct?
Yes.
But they've been playing through it just fine.
They will be, and I'm not sure what the latest on Igbuka is. He left last week, second half of that hamstring injury.
But T-Bob, it doesn't even seem to matter with this guy. Like, he's throwing to Tez Johnson and Cameron Johnson. And
He's finding a way to do it,
Man.
and that's an MVP quality.
I love the clip from last week where Tez Johnson thought the MVP chance was for him.
That was
like, no, dude, what are you talking about?
That sounds like a mincy move.
But that's the thing about the Bucs data too. We made the point a couple times this week, but they're going to be one of those funny teams where because they got banged up early, it's almost going to be like they're just getting like badass free agent signings through the year.
Yeah.
Through the year as guys come back and they got rested legs and they're healthy.
I love this Bucs team. And can I tell a funny story that made me think the MVP chance?
Yeah.
When I used to be Deion Sanders' right-hand man, I would be a social person. I'd walk around with a cell phone on him at all times. We were playing Jackson State at Louisiana Monroe.
Yeah, you all
walking off the field at halftime. Chance. Dana B. Dana B. As I'm standing next to Coach Prime.
No way. What a
Shout out to
flex.
Louisiana Monroe, that student
is
section.
Awesome. Go Warhawks, baby. Wow. Shout out Brian Vincent. I really like ULM's coach right now.
Shout out to Coach Prime if you're watching.
The people of Louisiana love you, Dana.
Yeah.
Love you guys.
And then finally, another great matchup this weekend, Colts, Chargers. Again, two of the teams in the AFC that look like they're probably right under maybe what you consider tier one. Maybe you consider them tier one. But kind of newcomers, right? Chargers been building up for a while, of course. The Colts right now with Indiana Jones just crashing the party. The game is in LA. I think the Chargers have looked flawed. I've been riding Danny Dimes. I'm going to continue to ride Danny Dimes to completion. And I think that the Colts, what travels? Running the ball and great defense, right? I think this Colts team can hit the road and get it done.
You are something else, man.
What are y'all
You're gonna ride Danny Dimes to completion?
Oh, did I say that?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Listen, the Chargers lost to the Giants.
Didn't mean to.
Lost to the Commanders by 17 and barely squeaked one out against the Dolphins last week. They haven't looked good in the last 3 weeks.
That's what I'm saying. It's been and their offensive line
is horrendous.
So they're injured all hell.
And so Ken, sorry, I don't mean to interrupt you.
Go for it.
Ken Jack, who works out of New York, he'll always send me clips of the Chargers offensive line. It's like, hey, what's going on here? The amount of miscommunication that's going on with the offensive line. I mean, so Herbert will check something, center will point left, and then he'll go right, and it's like the left guard is waiting for the center to come with them, and then there's a free runner in the A-gap. Running back can't block a 330-pound D lineman, and it's just dead.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of problems. Dana, back to you. Sorry.
No, yeah, they've been struggling. I think this is Indiana's game. Man, I'm rooting for Daniel Jones.
Yes.
I really am. He's just
Dimes.
It's just an awesome revival to see.
Well, and plus, guys, we got the AFC South Commissioner with us, Mike Katic. Shout out Danny Dollars. Get that pocket change out of here.
We're talking crypto. Put his face up in Times Square.
You're a good actor. You sold yourself short.
I know. Hold on. We got to
You're
go
a
to break,
good
but I do want to get into that as well. Coming up next, let's close out the show. Get ready for the weekend. We got some picks for you as well, and it's all coming up on Wake Up Barstool
Put an order
on FS1. Oh yeah, you got to put an order in.
Skillet time.
Skillet time. Put in our call.
What's happening, y'all? Welcome back, Wake Up Barstool. Closing out today's show with some picks. Boys.
Yup.
Who wants to start here? Mikey, you
We
want to go
just
first?
got our skillets ordered, so I'm in a great mood.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yes, I will go first. Do you have my... Oh, I have them right here. I am going to go...
They're up on the screen. There you go.
There we go.
Georgia Tech plus 1.5 at Duke. I'm really, really high on Georgia Tech. I love Haynes King. I love the coach. I love everything about Georgia Tech. I think they go into Durham, North Carolina, and get a dub there. Oklahoma and South Carolina. I know it's at South Carolina. Oklahoma coming off a bad loss against Texas in the Red River rivalry.
Gotta speed it up.
I think they
Mikey.
I think they come back and kill this. Okay, Northwestern. Purdue sucks. That's period. Ole Miss at Georgia. We were just talking about that. I agree with Meagan. 7.5 plus 7.5 is a lot. Arizona State. I know. I think Texas Tech will win the game, but I think Arizona State keeps it close.
I don't know.
That's my picks.
Oof. Okay, Dana B, what you got, man?
In Bearsy's house, we bet over. Ole Miss, Georgia, points. Hawaii, Colorado State. I just watched Colorado State the other night. They scored a lot of points. And Hawaii scored a lot of points. USC, Notre Dame. Fun fact, Katic. Notre Dame's center is out. That's going to hurt.
Wow.
But I think that, I don't know how it translates to points, but points. Packers, Cardinals,
I don't think
points.
that does translate to points.
Bucks, Lions, shootout city, points.
Let's go.
All right. I got my theme of the week. I got 5 dogs here, okay?
Oof.
We took Ole Miss plus 7.5, USC plus 8.5, Tennessee plus 8.5. On Sunday, Tampa plus 6, and then Colts money line. A lot of road dogs. That's just awful picks probably by me. But there it is, guys. But yeah, Mikey, great job by you. You're an actor. You're a natural born actor. If you haven't seen him, go check out his AFC South commercial.
So much fun.
Fantastic.
So much fun.
Huge thank you to Dana B. Check out the Big Boys Club podcast. Huge thank you to Meagan making money. Always kills it on Friday, sets the tone. A massive thank you to our keeper of the studio, Carson. You didn't do anything wrong today. Congratulations.
Except throwing a tennis ball at my head.
And our producers for putting together great shows every single day. Have ourselves a weekend, guys. Enjoy what you enjoy, okay? Go have fun, treat people the right way, be sincere, watch some ball, and we'll see you on Monday for more Wake Up Barstool. We love you. Mwah.
Have beers, eat cheese. Woo!
Go Tigers.
Go Tigers.
Go Hoosiers.